Okay, so you're in the how to use AI and YouTube to use viral videos to convert your viewers into customers, clients, business partners, all of that. So go, Argina, why are you here today? Tell me about what you're looking for, what you're
I've
looking
been
to.
on YouTube for a while, but it never really took off. I'm not monetized, but I have like 1,100 something subscribers, but I
Oh,
just need
excellent.
watch time hours. And yeah, just I guess I'm not creating the right topics or something, but and I'm not probably putting enough time in and consistency too. So
Okay, the watch time hours, yes.
yeah.
You're not at 3,000 or 4,000 yet to get monetized.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, the beauty about this is it'll help you to become monetized and it will also show you how to go ahead and monetize outside of the platform because you don't have to be monetized on YouTube to make a significant amount of income from YouTube, which is nice,
Oh,
right?
I didn't know that.
Yes, yes.
I have the views. I don't have the subscribers.
Okay, so tell us about what's happening with you, Steve. And this is my sister, Reverend Lynn. Hi.
Hello.
Huh. I'm so happy. Look, I'm gonna see you one way or the other. I am
One way or the other. One way or the other.
one way or the other. My heart is like, you gotta see your sister.
I love it. And I love you. And you know I do.
Yes, sis. I'm so
Everybody
glad
loves
to be
Valerie.
in class. Okay,
Thank
Steve,
you.
you tell us about your YouTube.
Okay, so I've had it for over 10 years, and then during the lockdown, I started changing up my focus on it. I just did it for me at my balloon events. When I was at events, and I decided to change a different topic and playlist as you had shared with me before. And
One quick, Reverend Lynn, could you mute your line and then when you ready to speak, unmute? And then we won't have feedback. Okay, go, Steve.
Okay. So I had it with me at events, and I just during the lockdown I kind of changed it like you would share with me a few years ago about having the playlist. You were so kind to take that time with me and I'll never forget. So I decided to create a little different intro and all that. And of course I was taking care of mom as you know, so I couldn't be consistent, but I do have a lot of views. I have probably 400 something subscribers. But I have thousands of views in some of my videos,
Oh,
which is good. And commercials come on, so I don't know. I thought it was 1,000 subscribers and so many views to get monetized. I don't know, but I do have commercials on there, so no clue.
no,
So
because YouTube actually adds ads. They put ads
yeah,
in the
ads.
content, even if the channel is not monetized yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which means they're making money, but you're not making money. So
Yeah,
we
no
don't
kidding. Yeah.
they're making money on your content, but you're not making money yet. Okay, Reverend Lynn, you have a YouTube channel or what's happening for you? Oh, okay.
just one moment because I do want to have there
Okay.
is a little background noise and I want to make
Okay.
sure. So I do have a YouTube channel, but I set it up probably 10 years ago and just said, hey, whatever happens, happens. And so altogether, there may be 10, 11 videos on it. I was having some challenges with, I do live every day on
Yeah,
Facebook,
on Facebook.
but I couldn't get it automatically to YouTube. And so when I did try to get it to YouTube, it would take 20 minutes per video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you would like to stream to YouTube and Facebook simultaneously every day?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the tool for that right now. That's an easy one. So let's do the easy one first. Use StreamYard. Have you heard of StreamYard
I
before?
have. Yeah, I
Have you
have.
ever used it?
I have. I haven't used it. I've been on it, but I've never used it for myself.
Oh, okay. It is the best platform and it's
Okay.
only $25 a month and you can stream to multiple places. So I'll show you my StreamYard and I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
So that's an easy one before we dive into our class lessons. I'm looking for the rest of our students. Where are all our peeps? I might have to send out a little text to tell them, hey, hop on, hop on. Okay, so StreamYard. This is like a bonus. Now, if I say create new, and let's say live stream, do you see all the places where I can send this live stream? I can send it to the Valerie Love YouTube channel. The little red indicates a YouTube channel, and the F's
The screen
represent
is
Facebook.
not showing, Reverend Val, if you're showing us your screen.
Oh, I'm not sure. Thank you.
I
Thank
thought I
you.
was missing
Screen
something.
share.
You were saying that.
Need to be on screen share. Okay, excellent. Now, let's scoot this down. So if you go to StreamYard, let me close this. If you go to StreamYard.com, that's what it looks like. And then let's say I want to create a new live stream. You can see here that I can stream to these red indicators are YouTube, and the blue Fs obviously are Facebook. And these are YouTube channels, and these are Facebook pages or profiles or groups. So you can pick and choose. You could stream just to this YouTube channel or to this YouTube channel and just this YouTube group, this Facebook group. So it allows you to stream to different destinations on one live stream. And that's StreamYard, and it's only $25 a month. But they do have a free version too. But on the free version, I don't think you can stream to as many yet. $25 a month, I have found it to be so worth it because you can just reach so many more people. Welcome, Dr. Mimi. How you loving? I'm so glad you are here, Dr. Mimi. I'm so glad you're here.
Greetings
Okay.
all.
Yes, good that you're here. Now, before we go on screen share, give me just a moment to make sure that our students remember we are on live and to hop on. Okay, let me just send a couple of messages out because I see a few people missing and I want to make sure that everyone's here. Thank you for your patience.
Can I ask a quick question, Valerie?
Yes, you can.
Okay. On the StreamYard, when you're able to do that, do you have to have the 1,000 subscribers to do that, or that just allows you to do that as well? Because you know,
The good thing about that is that you don't have to have there are no subscriber requirements. It's just a software that you can either run from your computer or your mobile device that's going to push it out to different platforms.
Great, thank you.
Thank you for your patience while I send these messages out again to a couple of our students to remind them to hop on in class. Hold on. Thank you for your patience. I like as many students to be present in the moment as possible because then I know that answers, we can answer questions and things like that for them. So, okay, let us now go on screen share and begin. Hi, Felicia, I just sent you a message. Welcome. Now, this is going to be quite a bit of info. So, and I'm going to give you lots of resources. So, hold on, I need to not start in the middle of this or at the end of this. Hold on. Okay, here we are. So this class is how to use artificial intelligence on your YouTube channel to create viral videos and high-paying clients. Now, if you want to see some of the other classes that I offer, they're all at ValerieLove.com/classes. Now, this is what this class will focus on. AI, I will show you the AI tools that I use, plus YouTube to equal clients, customers, business partners, members of your community, whatever you are building. And hopefully you are charging very well for what you are building, and they will be high-paying clients coming to your retreats or coming to your events, buying your books, joining you in business, whatever that may be. That's what we're going to craft today. Now, who am I? Just to give you some background, if you're brand new to this community, I'm KAISI, Reverend Valerie Love, also known as KAISI, and I am living my never work again lifestyle. So part of my ethos is to never work again. I don't like work. I don't know about anybody else. So I'm always looking for the way to do it the most elegantly. How can I put in the least amount of effort and get the greatest result? So I'm always looking for leverage, and I'm always teaching from that ethos. So I want to teach you how to lever yourself and what you're offering so that you get the greatest reward for the least amount of effort. Leverage is the difference between what you put in and what you get out. So I was a former financial advisor at American Express for 7 years, managing millions of dollars for hundreds of clients. That was such a fun experience. Taught me coaching. It taught me a lot about people. My YouTube channel right now, I've been on YouTube for about 15 years, since 2009, April of 2009. So this coming April of 2024 will be 15 years that I've been on YouTube. And in that period of time, I've learned a tremendous amount. YouTube has been one of my greatest teachers. And it is the way that I have been able to reach millions of people over these 15 years. That would have never happened on any other platform. It is how just about all of my retreat attendees come, and my retreat attendees pay several $1,000s to be at retreats. If you're running retreats, YouTube is probably the best way to have people on board to your retreats without a lot of questions, and I'll tell you why. And I'm also a consultant to groups, individuals, entrepreneurs, mastermind groups, and retreats for people who really want to up level in the area of wealth, and particularly spirituality and wealth. I love talking about that nexus between third dimensional time and space in the quantum field, and what really causes us to be able to harness vaster and vaster abundance in service to humans on this planet, using our gifts, what we are born to do. So for me, that's write and speak. And so I'm the author of 25 books on practical spirituality. And we have some pretty popular shows on the YouTube channel, 40 Money Mantras, 40 Money Spells. I am a Bitcoin enthusiast and a Bitcoin evangelist. I use Bitcoin. I teach Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin, all of it. And I'm also an angel investor. And if you get the angel investing class, you'll see how I do it, how to read a pitch deck, and how to invest if you desire to do so also. Now, let's talk about this class and every class I teach. Keep it simple, sweetie. I love to keep things very simple. And so we're going to vow to each other right now that we're not going to have any hardaholics. Hardaholics, HARDAHOLICS, are those of us who are addicted to making things hard. Addicted to hard making. I used to be addicted to hard making, no more. How can we keep it very simple? Because when you keep it simple, you will take action on it. So this is what we're going to cover in this class. And I am from New York. So if I'm ever talking too fast, unmute and say, Rev, could you wind that around again? Hit me one more again, and I am A-okay with that. This is your class, and I want you to understand what we're talking about. And of course, we'll have Q&A. So why YouTube? This is what we're going to dissect in this class. Why YouTube? I want to talk a little bit about the YouTube Partner Program because it's going to speak to the foundational principles of YouTube, that if YouTube is going to work for you, you've got to understand how YouTube works. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, the dreaded YouTube algorithm. You know, you hear people say, the YouTube algorithm hates me. It's not showing my videos to people. We hear that. We're going to talk a little bit about your avatar. Then we're going to talk about the artificial intelligence tools. I'm going to give you the formula for how to do this thing. And then I'm going to give you the 5-step conversion process, how you actually convert those eyeballs into cash. And then we're going to do Q&A and ongoing support. Now, before we start, I'm going to show you something. I want you to write this down. Oh, good Lord. Why am I skipping all the way over there? Oh, good Lord. Okay, hold on. Before we go any further, there is something I want to show you. So hold on for a second. And we are going to go to our very first AI tool. And I'm starting you at the end, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you about what we did. So if you have your computer open, I want you to go to Opus Clips. Just put in Opus Clips. And then it will bring you to a website that is titled opus.pro. Click on it. Or if you choose, you can simply watch me and then you can click on it later. Now, I am already a member. I already have an account with Opus Clips, and you are going to see how we turn how Opus Clips, the artificial intelligence, creates 30 videos. I said in 30 minutes, sometimes the thing is as fast as 5 or 10 minutes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over to YouTube, to my YouTube channel. And there on my YouTube channel, we're going to go to the live tab. And if you don't understand any of this, it's all good because we're going to help you understand shortly. Now, I'm going to get the link from this video right here. You can feed any link into Opus Clips. The issue is that if it's not your video, you will be in copyright violation, right? So you just want to do this with yours. Now I'm going to feed that link into Opus Clips, which is the artificial intelligence. And right there, it already came up with what the video is. Now, it's going to ask me a couple of questions. What kind of captions would I like the AI to put on this video? Would I like it to put these kinds of captions? Would I like it to put these kinds of captions in the middle with colors? You can see they're different placement and different colors. Would I like it to put this kind of caption right in the middle? Would I like it to put this kind of caption where it's kind of bouncing ball? Would I like it to put this one? And notice all of these are high performing YouTubers. Or would I like it to look like this? Or would I like it to look like this? Or would I like it to look like Alex Hormozy? All YouTubers know these people because these people are huge in the world of YouTube or just huge, period. And as you can see, they even named a template after Alex Hormozy. It's called Mosey. And it's going to give you captions with emojis. Do you see that? This one is called Popline. So let's pick one. I think I'm going to pick the Think Media one. I like that one. I'm going to pick that one, Think Media. Now, only add caption without clipping. No, I don't want that. I'll tell you more about that in later. Now, what is the preferred length that I want of what it's going to chop this video up? It's going to take this long form video I have that is 45 minutes, as you can see, and it's going to make viral short videos from this one big video. It might make 10, 15, 20, 30, who knows? The AI is going to go in and with its machine intelligence, it is going to create viral videos from me from a video that I already did that's not viral. Now, I wanted to do 30 to 60 seconds. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Now, after I fill that in, I'm going to say, get clips in one click. I'm going to clip it. And now what it's telling me is, okay, it's telling me what I asked for. and it's telling me, okay, we're processing it and we're analyzing it, and we're going to give you the results in just a few minutes on email. So I'm going to watch my email, and in a few minutes, we're going to look at what the AI gave us. Okay, now let's go to YouTube. Now, before we go to YouTube, who has a question, a thought, a comment? Is everyone still with us? Yeah, excellent. Okay, let's continue. Now, YouTube. Why YouTube? And I want you to pay very close attention to this, because there is something really spectacular happening on YouTube. And the CEO of YouTube just announced the direction YouTube is taking in 2024. Now, YouTube, why do you want to be on YouTube? And maybe you want to prioritize YouTube over Facebook. I know for many people, Facebook is their #1 platform. You can't be equally great on all the platforms. No one can do that. It takes too much time, energy, and resources. You can't be good on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and all at the same time unless you have a team of people that work with you. If you do not have a team and you're doing this yourself, which I'll assume that most people are going to do it themselves, I'm going to give you the most pinpoint strategic way to do this yourself, and it's only going to take you about 1 hour a week. That means one hour a week, you're going to make these videos. Well, you're going to guide the AI to make it for you. Now, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Facebook is not a search engine. Okay, so Facebook is made for gathering bunches of people together. YouTube is built around search. 62% of US internet users access YouTube daily. That means 6 out of 10 people in the United States who can use the internet, I would assume 18 and above, are on YouTube daily. 6 out of 10 adults. YouTube generated $29.2 billion in 2023. There is a huge creator economy on YouTube. YouTube has 2.7 billion active users globally. That's staggering when you consider that there's only 8 billion people on the planet. That means out of 8 billion, pretty much close to half of everyone on the planet is a monthly active user of YouTube. YouTube is the second most visited site in existence, ever in existence, youtube.com. And YouTube is now being watched on TV in homes, which means if you look a little bit further, because the age of the Jetsons is here, right, with artificial intelligence. If you look a little bit further, you will see that your YouTube channel, and this is something I got intuitively a long time ago, your YouTube channel is actually a network. Think in terms of network. What kind of shows would you have on your YouTube channel? Before, YouTube was typical, upload one good YouTube video per week for 2 years, and then somewhere along there you would gather subscribers and be monetized, and then you grow from there. Now, because more and more people are watching YouTube, and last year YouTube eclipsed Netflix. So think, how could I make movies on Netflix? And you can make movies using CapCut and some simple tools at your fingertips. You can make movies now. Not very difficult. That's not what this is about. I'm talking about YouTube, why YouTube, where it's going, and the possibilities. Now let's talk about the YouTube Partner Program, which is the YPP. 3 million channels are in the YouTube Partner Program, and YouTube has paid out $70 billion to creators, artists, and media companies over the past 3 years. $70 billion. That is a staggering amount. And every month I receive income from YouTube on the 21st of the month, like clockwork. I love the companies that I'm partnered with, the multi-billion-dollar companies that I'm partnered with. I partner with them strategically because they've never missed a paycheck. Never, ever, 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 ever. You can time the direct deposit and when it's going to drop in your account. So if you were to monetize on YouTube, it's worth it because I'm going to show you the 7 ways that my YouTube channel currently has access to be monetized. Now, YouTube also has an ethos. They have it's in the fabric of YouTube, and that is, if it's good for creators, it's good for YouTube. Now, remember, every platform has a different person that they focus on. I'm an Amazon influencer. Amazon focuses on the customer. The customer is number one. Without the customer, Amazon does not bring in that $1.6 billion a day. On Facebook, Facebook is focused on Facebook pages that pay ad spend. They'll focus on the businesses, on the entrepreneurs on Facebook. YouTube is focused on creators. Because without the creator, you don't have YouTube, you don't have videos. If all the video people that make videos stop making videos, even for half an hour, YouTube would be toast. So that's why YouTube understands who the prime player is. And of all the platforms, YouTube is the only platform that I have found of all the platforms. Instagram, I've never gotten a lot from Instagram. I've never gotten a lot of customers. I've never gotten a lot of clients. I've never gotten a lot of customers. I've got book readers from, Facebook. YouTube is where the game is. So just to give you an idea, because YouTube is always expanding more ways to pay its partners. So if you're not yet monetized, it's okay, because this strategy I'm sharing with you today does not depend on monetization. I'm sharing this with you so that you can have a 360 understanding of YouTube, and so that you can have a clear goal. Okay, I need to be monetized. Now, here are the ways that you can be monetized, and you can see that it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Watch page ads means when people watch your video, you see the ads, you get paid. Now, you might say to that, if you're a member of YouTube Premium, then you know that you don't watch ads. I have YouTube Premium, I don't see ads. In that instance, because some people who are watching your videos will not watch ads, YouTube will give you a portion of the YouTube Premium money that they're receiving. Instead of the ad money they receive, they'll give you some of the premium memberships that they receive. Shorts feed ads means when you make the shorts, which we're going to talk about in a moment, and I think my videos are probably ready by now. I'm going to check in a second. Memberships. I have 3 memberships on my channel. One is $4.99 a month. One is $19.99 a month, and one is $49.99 a month. You can have a membership just about any price you want on YouTube. I think the max is like $1,000 a month. It's like a Patreon built into YouTube. So YouTube has memberships. YouTube has supers. Supers are the super chats when you are doing a live stream and people throw money at you through the video, and they can super chat. And super thanks is when you're not live, just any video, and they hit the heart thanks button because they like it, and they can just put $2, or it's like tipping. YouTube Shopping, which I'm very elated about, now allows you to tag. It's an affiliate program built into YouTube. So when you are wearing, let's say, I don't know, something from Saks off Fifth Avenue, you're wearing a cap, you're wearing, just like TikTok, because they had to keep up with TikTok, you can now do shopping on your YouTube channel. And I'm amazed at how many people click on, and we can now put products in our YouTube videos, and people click on those products. So they don't want you to leave the platform even for shopping. Brand Connect, this is an amazing one, because Brand Connect gives you the opportunity to connect with brands right inside your YouTube channel. And they even give you a PR kit, like a media kit, to give to brands. And when brands look at what's available to them to look at, they can't see all your stats. It's just a part that they can see. They can see what your price is for a YouTube video, for a sponsored short or something like that. So in other words, brands pay anywhere between, I would say, $2,000 or $3,000 for a YouTube video, up to $80,000, $100,000 for one sponsored video. Why? because of the way that YouTube operates, which we'll show you in a moment. Giving means that people can give to different charities and things like that. And I also do want to say under shopping, this is not just other people's products that you are an affiliate of. It's also your own products. Let's say you have a merch store, and I'll show you an example. So if we go back over to my YouTube channel and we click on one of my YouTube videos, let's pause this right here, and we go here, you see this is right here, the products that were tagged in that video. So we call this the merch shelf, okay? Now, if we go to videos that are not tagging any particular product, I think this one doesn't tag product, then you will likely see here, well, usually you will see, the live, that was when the lives weren't tagging products. Let me go to one that's an upload and not a live videos. Okay, let me go to this one, maybe it's okay. Well, at any rate, there usually is right here a merch shelf that shows your own products if you have products. Okay. Now we're going to come off screen share. Actually, no, we don't need to come off screen share. We are back at the artificial intelligence. And does everyone see that the artificial intelligence just created, let's count how many videos it gave me in how many minutes? Let's see. How long would it take you to create all these short videos from one long video? We've done it before. It would take you forever. See how many short videos? It gave me 26 short videos. Now I'll tell you why they're viral. Here's why. Not only does it give you the video, it gives you the title. It gives you the score. It gives you how many seconds it is. It tells you why the hook is good. Tell you about hooks in a moment. And then it gives me the ability to edit it. So before we go into that, let me show you what I'm going to be teaching you in tomorrow's class is not just how to use artificial intelligence to make 30 videos in 30 minutes. Literally, we do it all the time. How to make videos go viral. We just so now let's say we want to go to another since doing these strategies and you utilize an art. Let's say we want to go to this one, acceptance and infinite consciousness, embracing life's challenges. Do you see that the artificial intelligence came up with the name for this video? And it told me that it's 97 out of 100 viral score. Okay, now let me see what it said. Not even he, she, or whatever. It said, I have many lessons to teach. I was like, okay, so here's another one, unleashing peak states and flow, how to make life easier and manifest success. Unveiling the infinite intelligence, understanding the source. Manifest positive vibes, shifting your energy for abundance. Unleashing the power within, harnessing the dynamic energy within you. All these videos are ready to upload. Now, before we go any further, talk to me. What are you hearing? What are you seeing?
This is off the hook. I don't know. This is worth the whole thing, Valerie. I'm sorry, but I am so glad I did this. That is off the hook.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No.
I concur.
I heard about it, but not like that. Only question is, how do you load them all? So,
I'm going to show you the easy way to do it too.
But that's unbelievable. I'm like, what happened? It's magic.
In minutes, minutes, you give it, you have some long form video content that probably is not going to be viral because not everybody's going to sit down and listen to an hour and a half podcast or an hour live stream. People are moving fast. Yet you want people to get the highlights, the hot points, the juicy stuff. So the AI goes through it and it gets, oh, that's a juicy spot. Oh, that's a juicy spot. Oh, that's a juicy spot. And it's analyzing it according to everything it knows about YouTube, TikTok, and all of that. and the eyeballs and why it's going to grab someone and people are going to watch this and this is why they're going to watch it. Like the science, mind blowing.
I have a
Anyway,
question.
yes.
So basically,
Baby, hi. How are you?
so basically you did a 45-minute video. I'm sure you had a theme or a topic, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. Yeah.
And
That's
then AI broke it down and just took out the little nuggets of what it is that you were speaking about and just gave it a real catchy title to that
Yes.
one catchy spot.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
And so it already gives you the title. Now you can change the title if you want to, but it already gives you the title and it gives you the ability to maybe, if you want a little more, I'll show you in a moment. If you want a little more from that clip or a little less, it's ready to go. What were you going to say, Reverend Lynn?
I'm writing notes. I'm blown away. I'm like, what did I miss? What have I been missing? So I'm just delighted. I don't I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm delighted.
And I've got to tell you, the more you work with this tool on your YouTube channel, the better it gets because it learns you and your inflection. And when you're saying something really pop, pop, because every so often you're going to say something that's mind blowing, right? When you're in a long, hour long, you're probably going to say 20 or 30 mind blowing things. Or 10 or whoever, whatever, right? And how about if you could just have the artificial intelligence just go grab those mind-blowing things and spew it all over the place? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's go further. It gets even better. Now, and we use this tool all the time, and I'm going to show you the results. Now, look at this. Let's say that I like it just like it is. I'm just going to click the little auto post and look what pops up. I can pick which channel I want. Do I want this to go to YouTube? Do I want this to go to TikTok? Do I want this to go to Instagram? Do I want it to go to LinkedIn? And then and you just connect them. And what's gonna happen is, let's say you wanted to go to this YouTube. Guess what? You can schedule it. You can either say it's a public video, it's a private video, or it's unlisted, or you can schedule it. Boom. When do you want it to go live? And you can say, oh, I want it to go live at such and such time. That's with the pro plan. I generally do not schedule it from in here. What I generally do, because I want to distribute it myself, is I download it onto my computer and then I upload it to YouTube. Then you could take the same one and upload it to TikTok, the same one, upload it to Facebook, the same one, upload it to Instagram. But if you don't want to do all that, just focus on YouTube, okay? So that's how you actually get it out of Opus Clips into your YouTube. And boom, you've got tons of them, tons to pick from. Now, if this is why it's only going to take you 1 hour a week to do this. If you schedule one of these videos to go live every day on your YouTube channel, according to when most of your viewers are on YouTube, let's say 8 p.m., Monday through Friday. If you have 26 of these, you can schedule 5 for next week, Monday through Friday. You can schedule another 5 for the next week, Monday through Friday. That's still only 10. And you can schedule 5 for the next week, Monday through Friday, that's 15. And then you can schedule another 5 Monday through Friday, that's 20. I'm big on systems, and you just scheduled 20 viral videos on your YouTube channel in one setting, in an hour, less than an hour, because you saw that it didn't take the artificial intelligence long to crunch up that video. Now, let's go back to our curriculum. Now, here is the fundamental difference between YouTube and other platforms. YouTube is circulation. So you want to think YouTube is circular, circular, circular. whereas Facebook is a feed. It's putting things on top and pushing everything down. That's why you have to work harder to stay top of mind or to reach people on Facebook or Instagram and even LinkedIn, because they're feeds and new stuff comes in and it pushes the other stuff out of relevance. That's not YouTube. YouTube is not a feed. YouTube is a circle. So YouTube is still circulating videos that I made 10 years ago. Facebook is not automatically circulating videos I made 10 years ago, though if you go in your memories, you can find something and maybe you post it again. No, YouTube is just serving it up. Serving it up. It doesn't care when I made the video, as long as the video is relevant to the person looking for it. So what are you going to do with that information? You are going to marry search plus circulation so that you have this powerful contact to reach the exact person you're looking for. Let's break this down. Search. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open an incognito window. Why incognito? Because incognito means it doesn't have your search preferences already built in. And let's go to YouTube. And I'm not even signed in on YouTube, which that's what I want. I don't want to be signed in on YouTube. I just want to get the real raw data. Now, if I go into the search, I can easily find what people are searching for. So if I put in the Bible, this is what people are searching for. The Bible Project, the Bible Full Movie, the Bible Recap, the Bible Audiobook Full, the Bible Series, the Bible Song. And all I'm going to do is name my video, if this is what I'm looking for, right? If this is the kind of avatar that I'm looking for, this is telling me what kind of tags, in other words, like almost like hashtags, what kind of words to associate with my video so that the bots, right, the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube has artificial intelligence built in, so that when it sees your video, it understands what your video is about. Now, let's say I want to do cooking soul food. I want to do a specific kind of cooking, not just French cooking or Italian cuisine. I want to cook soul food. I want to learn how to cook soul food, or you know how to cook soul food and you want to teach cooking soul food for my Korean parents, cooking soul food recipes. That's going to be a big one. You can even name the channel that, cooking soul food recipes. That's going to satisfy the search because this is in order of what people are putting into the search. Okay, soul food cooking macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness. Soul food cooking scenes, soul food cooking chili. Kim Kardashian's cooking soul food. I didn't know that was a search term. Soul food cooking. So YouTube is telling you, and you can't go on your own YouTube and look at this. It has to be an incognito window that is clean and clear of any of your own preferences, because all the stuff that you use all the time, it's already preferenced for you. So we want to go and get a clean slate, and we just want to get the pure data. What are people searching for? So this tells you if people are searching for this, if you have the answer to it, you're going to get more eyeballs. Now, let's go further with this idea of search. Let's say you make a video today and you cook soul food and you cook macaroni and cheese and ribs and all this delicious soul food, right? I'm getting hungry now. And let's say that you have search cooking soul food, macaroni and cheese. You have this famous macaroni and cheese recipe. Everybody loves it. Your grandmother gave it to you. It's passed down in the family and so forth. It's so delicious. 5 cheeses in it and butter and all this stuff that's really not good for your heart, but we love to eat it anyway here and there. Okay, you make that video, and let's say you made that video in 2014, 10 years ago. If that video is good, YouTube is still showing it to people right now when people put in soul food cooking, macaroni and cheese. It's going to show your video in the search results because it knows that your video, it doesn't care about the date. And this is what can I say? This is an evergreen concept. Evergreen means it's good forever. I make evergreen kind of content, spirituality and things like that, right? So it's not timed to like, what's the election this year? It's evergreen. So you want to think, what do I have the answer for that people are searching right now? Now, let's talk about authority channels. I know this is a lot of detail, and this is why I always say, I'm going to show you where you're going to be able to access this masterclass forever. And this is why I always say, watch the masterclasses 7 times, because each time you go through it, as you're doing it, you're going to come back and you're going to see something new. Now, what is an authority channel? An authority channel is a channel that's recognized as a leading expert or something that has weight in a particular topic, or it has a depth of knowledge in a niche. It is proven that this person knows what they're talking about with regard to blank, not just in general. This is where the specificity comes in and not being a generalist. Here's what YouTube cares about. Click-through rate. In other words, when people see your video, how many will click through and watch it? That is a function of the thumbnail, the title, and the tags, those words you put in there. The best macaroni and cheese, soul food cooking macaroni and cheese recipe, soul food cooking recipes. Right? You can put that in the description and in the tags in your YouTube video when you're uploading it. It cares about click-through rate. Why? Because YouTube is putting these videos in front of people. It's putting your video in front of people. If it puts your video in front of all the people it thinks should like it and nobody clicks on it, that's a poor click-through rate, then it's going to stop showing your videos to people. And a lot of people don't understand, why isn't YouTube showing my videos to people? It's because your click-through rate is lower than 2%. 2 to 10% is normal. If you look at this click-through rate here, you see on this one, this is a 3.4% click-through rate. That's healthy because YouTube is giving you impressions. What is impressions? It's showing your video. It's showing your video is search. It's showing your video on the sidebar. But if it keeps showing your video to people, that's called an impression, and no one clicks on it, then it's going to say, oh, this is a bad video. And it's just going to table it, put it to the side. Okay. YouTube also cares about average view duration. How long can you hook the audience? Do they look and just bounce off? You know how you go on YouTube and you look at a video and then you bounce off? That's not what I'm looking for. If they do use clickbait, like they got a great thumbnail, a great title and all that, and they clickbaited you to watch it, but then it wasn't what you wanted it to be or what you were looking for, you pop off. It's watching that too. Oh, this video doesn't have view duration. People don't stay on it. Then YouTube also cares. These 3 metrics are probably the 3 most important metrics to YouTube. That's why I picked them. YouTube has tons of metrics. These 3 are important. Watch time. How much time do people spend? How much time can you keep people on this platform watching? That's what YouTube wants you to do. And that is a function of storytelling. Like Referral Links could probably kick that through the roof because she's so entertaining and is a storyteller and is funny and is praying and all that. So that's how you keep people there with the watch time. Now, before we go any further, we're going to pause because I said a lot. So what are you hearing?
I'm gonna just say I need to get a new YouTube channel, first of all. That's what I need to do. I'm on Facebook, but yeah, and now I'm going to
Why
YouTube.
would you want to get a YouTube channel?
Well, for one, what it is doing and what it does, I can maximize the effort that I use on Facebook. I would need to have, in order to do what the tool is doing, I would have to have that on YouTube. Is that right? And
Yes.
therefore, if I don't have a YouTube channel at all.
Okay, okay. You
Yeah.
could use TikTok also. Do you have a TikTok? I think it might even do Instagram. I'll check. Do you
Yeah.
have a TikTok?
I only had the Facebook. And so in listening to what I heard you just say and the benefits of YouTube, even if it's over a long period of time, that will be probably the best platform.
It's an excellent platform. It's my number one platform. Now, I will give you another aspect of YouTube that is really critical if you sell things that are expensive. Like if you have coaching, that's high ticket coaching, 3,000, 5,000 and above. If you have retreats that are 7,000, 5,000, 10,000, called premium, right? People don't do that unless they know, like, and trust you. And on YouTube, they can look in your eyes. So you get the trust factor. I have had people come on my YouTube, on my retreats, and invest $5,500, go to Bali, plus airfare, plus expenses. They never met me in person ever, not one day in their life, all from YouTube. Because they can see in your eyes. Because it's mostly just a video platform. So they even feel like they know you when they meet you. Because it's only video. It's no, we do have pictures. You can post some pictures now on Facebook. Primarily, it is a video platform. And when people look in your eyes, they either are yes or no. That's what will bring in a tremendous amount of income. And because Facebook is not primarily a video platform, it's a connection platform. And if you go live on Facebook, there's really no way to push to get that video to go with more people once it's live, unless you pay ads. It's a pay to play system. Whereas YouTube is not. You can run ads on YouTube. You don't have to. Okay,
Mm.
anyone else before we go deeper into our tools?
Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, it's true. Before I met you, I saw you on YouTube, so I can attest.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
on
that,
that
Stevie.
cruise. Yeah. And I was like, I already know her. So it was awesome. Yeah, so that's really true. And I believe that. Okay, I took some notes, Valerie, and I know this is going to come back to a question I asked you a few years back. You said authority channels, and then you went to what YouTube cares about, the times and all that. So one of my stations, as you know, I have balloons on there because you guys don't know, I'm a balloon twister. And I
Yes, he makes amazing balloons for parties and everything.
run a convention on it.
Yeah.
And then I have health and wellness stuff, but I also have stuff about, whatever it might be, motivational stuff for like salespeople and stuff like that. So I did the whole thing like you had told me a long time ago about the whole channels within your channel, the playlist.
Mhm.
But is that something that's not good because I'm not an authority in one area, or is that okay?
This is an excellent question. I was hearing 3 YouTube channels in that. So I was hearing in today's standards.
Right, right.
Right. So I was hearing the balloon channel. People would love that. Kids will watch that. Oh my goodness. People would love seeing you make all those balloons. Do you get a lot of views on those balloon videos?
I have, yeah, I have, yes.
Yes.
A
And then,
lot, old ones too. Hmm.
oh, good. And then, yeah, because YouTube keeps circulating it. If it does well, it'll keep showing it to people. The second thing that I heard was a health and wellness channel. And the third thing that I heard was personal development. So if you did 3 YouTube channels, and I know this might sound daunting, but it isn't, because I have 4 YouTube channels and I'm about to
Oh,
create a
really? Oh, okay.
yeah, it's not daunting at all. It's just cookie cutter. You just do the same thing over and over again. And so what I would do is you make video, this is the formula. I'm going to show it to you in a moment. You make one long piece of content, and then you feed it into the AI and let it come up with all these different, and then you have 5, 10, 15, 20 for the whole month. You schedule it out for the whole month. And do the same thing on another channel. Talk for an hour and a half about personal development, then crunch that up and put those on another YouTube channel. And then do health and wellness. Because most of us, we love and we're passionate about the things we teach and share. So we could talk about it for an hour.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't mean that people are going to listen to us for an hour straight, you know?
Right. So I should probably go back to my station then and either change it or get rid of some of the playlists to break it up. Is that?
Yes, because what you can do is you can revamp your YouTube channel. You can make the main thing, let's say the balloons, since
Right.
that's doing very well.
Mhm.
And then all the other videos, make them private. And
Okay.
then download them and upload them on a new YouTube channel.
Oh, I can do that. Oh, okay.
Yep, and then delete them.
Perfect.
Now,
So I
when
can
you,
download them from my YouTube station.
yep,
I
you
didn't know
can,
that. Awesome. Great.
yes, isn't
Answer
that
my question.
amazing? You
Yes.
can download your videos at any time, yep, and then once you download it, delete it on the first channel.
Yeah.
And then upload it on the second channel, because if you don't, you're gonna get a copyright notice that someone's using your content over here. And then you'll have to say, it's okay, that's me, or whatever,
Right.
to
Have
avoid
to
all
have
that.
different Gmail accounts for each YouTube station. That's all we have to do, correct? Which I do.
No, you could use the same email. I have the same email for like 4 YouTube channels.
I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because the YouTube channels are more interest driven, not separate accounts. So one YouTube account can have like 4 or 5 channels.
Wow.
Is that amazing?
I did not know that either. That's great.
Really amazing, because then you could have a channel for, if you love taking care of chickens, you could have a chicken channel. You could have a soul food channel. You could have a flying kites channel. And
Great.
you could manage them all with the AI. I would have never done that before. Now with AI, oh yeah, I'm making more channels. Because
Exactly.
artificial intelligence is doing a lot of the work.
And you can make money off of all. There's no limit, right?
Yes, yes, all of them are monetizable. Everything on YouTube is monetizable, because the people that have the chicken things, they're attracting all these people that love chickens, and maybe people that have chicken coops, and then they have to buy this kind of product and that kind of product and this kind of thing for taking care of your chicken, and this kind of thing to wear when you go into the chicken coop, and this kind of, they had to buy a bunch of stuff. So you send them to Amazon, or you use the shopping. Anything is monetizable, any topic. Isn't that
Wow.
beautiful?
Yes.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Larry, so good to see you. How are you? Good to see you, Larry. Okay, we're going to go back on screen share, and we're going to continue with, here is what it looks like on YouTube. Remember I said they're circulating your stuff all around? They're circulating it to groups of people, the bots. So let's say this group of people likes soul food, because the bots watch what all of us are watching. They're watching you all the time, because they want to predict the next thing that you're going to definitely want to watch. And so if this group of people here like soul food, and you have a soul food channel, they will probably show it to this group of people, but they're not going to show it to everybody on YouTube. Now, if this group of people likes it, then they might show it to this group of people who like Southern cooking. You see, it's an adjacent audience, and maybe these people will go for it. And then if they like it, then they'll go to this group of people who loves macaroni and cheese or whatever, right? And then, or grandma cooking, that's another adjacent audience. If these people like it, you see how they keep spreading it. That's how it spreads, because they're looking at groups of people. They're not looking at one individual person. They've grouped all of us into several groups. And this is what it looks like on my channel. I am from New York. So there's a group of people. Do you ever wonder, how did so many New Yorkers get on my YouTube channel? Because I'm from New York, and I talk about being from New York and growing up in New York, and I love New York. And so all these New Yorkers, YouTube knows who the New Yorkers are, and they went and got them and said, they might like her because she's from New York, and so are they. If you look in your analytics and you wonder, how did all these New Yorkers get here? The artificial intelligence did that. Now, I also grew up in the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm an ex-JW. So at all my retreats and at all my coaching programs, there will be someone there that used to be a Jehovah's Witness. There's a whole group of people that are ex-JW. It's a big thing on YouTube. So I'm an ex-JW. So when I start telling stories about that, they are going to go and find those kind of people because this is an overlapping interest. Now, let's say that I also talk about law of attraction. Now, remember, none of these are the main focus of my channel. They're simply overlapping interests that have to do with me as a person. As I'm telling you about, let's say I talk about spirituality, which I do. So I'm talking about spirituality, I'm talking about meditation and consciousness and metaphysics and all that. But of course, I'm telling stories about how I grew up in New York. I'm telling stories about how I'm an ex-JW. I'm telling stories maybe about law of attraction and things like that. Well, you can see that I'm right here at the overlap of all those things, which makes me extremely rare. Same thing with you. So when we talk about storytelling, you do want to talk about who you are, because the bots, the AI is going to go and find people that match those overlapping interests. And that's how you get discovery of more and more people. And the people that it's discovering are people that like you, they vibe with you. Like, yeah, like they get when you're talking about something in Harlem, they get it. And that's what you're after. So that brings us to the avatar. Who is your avatar? This you must know. So while we know what we do, we want to know, well, who's the avatar that's going to consume what we do? Who is your ideal customer or client or business partner that you're looking for this thing? Audience is so important on YouTube. It's not like Facebook where you could just throw something out and whoever watches it, watches it. You know, Facebook is kind of like the watering hole at the, you know, all the animals are around the watering hole. Who's ever around the watering hole at the time that you're saying your thing, they're going to hear it probably. Not so on YouTube, because we're not all coming around at the same time. So you've got to know who is your ideal customer and client. And if you are super specific about this, like Volvo, I'll tell you what that means in a moment, then you will win. What is their most painful problem? And I'm going to tell you how this is going to relate to the conversion. This relates to the money part. How do people pay you money from doing all these wonderful videos with the AI? What's their most painful problem? What's their highest aspiration? How do you solve the problem for them? So what is your intention? Your intention is to gather a community full of what? Audience members that are your avatar. Now let's come off screen share for a second and talk about the avatar. The avatar is the exact person who wants or needs what you have. And I'll give you an example of Volvo. If you were to describe Volvo in one word, what would it be? One word. I think you said it, Cheryl. What did you say, Coach Cheryl?
Safe.
That's it, safety. So Volvo is about safety. And a long time ago, I read Volvo's customer avatar. It's a lady, they had a name, so let's just call her Veronica. It was a lady. She was 32, married with 2 children. One was a boy, he was like 11. The second child was 8 and it was a girl. They lived in a house. The kids, one kid is in soccer and the other kid is in swimming. And when they're talking at Volvo, they're like, we're making this car for Veronica. Do you see how specific that? And they're all think, well, Veronica like that? Well, what was she like? Well, she needs something in the back to put the soccer gear. She needs something to put the swim stuff. She needs something. It drives everything they do because everything is for Veronica. You get it, Reverend Lynn. Tell us what's happening now. You get it. You get what I'm talking about.
I'm getting it. What I'm listening for, and I'm sure you're going to get to it, is when we get what who the ideal customer is, and as you said, for me it will be definitely storytelling. And so I wrote down some notes. What are the problems? What are the aspirations? How do I solve the problem? Now, when it comes to, and then the avatar is a person who needs what I have. Now, so I'm in my mind, I'm just kind of waiting. Little electrodes are just jumping off. Okay, now where we plug this in? So that's where I am now. I'm just still listening.
Okay, I love it. I love it. So let's give an example. Let's give some examples. In my community, there are a lot of spiritual people that want to learn more about business things. And when they go, or investment things, but when they go to these other gurus, they're teaching them all these hustle things. But to spiritual people, it doesn't feel right in here. So it's very hard to find the person that's going to teach them about how to do business things, how to do investing things without the slimy, icky feeling on the inside. So my avatar knows that, and I don't teach hustle. I don't teach all that. I don't teach these emotional tricks to get people to give you money and all that. We don't teach that, right? So we teach really how to add value to people's lives and how to cause them to want your products and services and pay top dollar for them. And there's not a lot of people that teach that. So that's an important thing. So if you're a spiritual person, so here's one avatar that I have, a spiritual woman. She's in her 40s and 50s. She's already took care of the kids, the family, the cat, the dog, the mice. And now she's about herself. She wants to live her purpose. She wants to do what she loves. And she is a professional woman. Almost all of my clients had some kind of professional life. Why? Because I did. I was a financial advisor, right? I was in financial services. Most of my clients were either doctors, attorneys, like all of them, educators. They were some kind of professional person. And now they did that, and now they want to do their purpose. So that's Dr. Denise Bacchus. I'll give you an example. She came with me to Bali. She's been on several retreats. She was a professor, 4 or 5 degrees, something like that. Not happy. They climbed the ladder that everybody told them, just get a degree, you'll be good. Get this job, you'll be good. And everybody around them is looking at them like they reached the pinnacle because they're more successful. Maybe they're the first time person in their family to do all those things. And they look super successful. You are a professor now, and you have a house, and you have these cars, and you have designer purses. And then they're sitting there like, well, why do I feel like this is not it? That's a painful problem. Because you're not on purpose. You're not doing the thing you came here to do. That was the agenda set up for you before you were born, right? And the people that told you to follow that agenda, they loved you. They loved you. And they wanted to see you succeed. And they thought that that was the best way you could succeed, through education and career. And so they left all those spiritual inclinations that they were having. They were having the spiritual inclinations all along. But they left those because they thought, oh, it's just logic. I got to be super smart in class. I've got to get all these degrees. I've got to get this great career. And now they're soulless and sad with a pile of stuff. That's my ideal customer or client right there. And then I take them on a retreat to Bali, and they have this spiritual awakening, and they're like, oh my goodness, okay, I leave the job, and okay, I write books, and that's my jam right there. See, so you know that you can solve very specific problems or help people with very specific aspirations. I'll give you another one. There was a lady that was a coach, and she was a baby making coach, how to help people have babies. And guess what she used to help people make babies? A Course in Miracles. And you would think, how does that work? Because she was a very busy nurse, a lot of stress. Nurses and doctors have a lot of stress. And because they have so much stress, they couldn't have kids. It's not that they literally cannot have children. The stress was the suppressant. And so she takes them and she teaches them A Course in Miracles, and she teaches them mind consciousness. The next thing you know, they're relaxed and they get pregnant. Is that amazing? So there's the avatar, a medical professional woman who cannot get pregnant. So you want to, and you want to think about it so specifically that you have the name of the person, right? Like Felicia, and literally someone who bought mine is Felicia, and literally someone who bought the class today is named Felicia. My lady is Felicia, okay? So is that helpful with get very specific with that, because the more specific you are with that, the easier it is to call them when you're speaking. I talk to people on YouTube, and they're like looking around like, Reverend Val, I thought there was a camera in the house. You were talking to me. And y'all hear that, don't you? You were talking to me when you said that. And when people get that feeling, here come the mother, because you're the one to solve their problem. You are the one to solve their problem. Okay, now let's go further. I want you to read this book, and I have a link for this book where you're going to find your course materials. I'll tell you where you're going to find your materials. I want you to keep in mind that you're going to pick up this book. It's called Primal Branding, Create Zealots for Your Brand. In other words, create communities of people that are, probably all of us already have it. We're now going to do it consciously by these 7 markers. Patrick Hanlon, when I read this book, it blew my mind. And YouTube actually recommends that all YouTubers read this book in the very beginning. When you start your YouTube journey, read this book. These are 7 emotional touch points of powerful brands. Why are people in Starbucks? Not because Starbucks coffee is better. And I know Cheryl has got to depart in just a few minutes. She's going to the Innovations graduation. Cheryl, do you know Reverend Lynn? And Reverend Lynn, do you know Cheryl?
I actually saw Reverend Lynn over the weekend.
Yes, Innovations.
Yeah, I was admiring her shoes. You remember? I was like, I'll take them, those boots.
Yeah, that was you. I
Yeah,
was
because she
looking at
be
your
fly.
page.
She be
My
fly.
head
I
wrapped.
know
So
her. Yeah.
Reverend
That's
Lynn be fly.
amazing.
So I'm gonna leave it. I was looking at it at 3:15, but this is so good. I'm gonna definitely have to go back and watch
Oh,
this.
okay. Well, we're coming down. We're winding down to the
Okay.
steps of what to do now, how to put it all together. So you want to understand these 7, which you'll find in the book, because there are emotional touch points that cause people to gather to you and stay and run through walls. And you want to think the beehive like Beyonce. If anybody comes for the beehive, they get you. Now, artificial intelligence, I've shown you how you're going to make 30 videos in 30 minutes. I've shown you how you're going to make viral videos. I've shown you that it gets to know you better and better, and that it can create other content for you too. So now, here's how you're going to put it all together. You are going to focus on shorts on YouTube. Just give this a good 3 to 6 months, and I promise you, your YouTube channel will blow up. It'll blow up probably in the first month. Why? Because YouTube had to answer TikTok. TikTok, and we call it the TikTokification of the internet, turned YouTube on its head. YouTube has a 16:9 aspect ratio, which means that the video is horizontal. TikTok turned the video straight up and down, which is a 9:16 aspect ratio, and did it super short. YouTube is the queen or the king of long form content, podcasts, deep dive conversations. You'll find 3 and 4 and 6 hour videos on YouTube. You can't find those anywhere on TikTok. So YouTube had to answer that, and the answer to, because the eyeballs were running away from YouTube going to TikTok. So YouTube answered it with shorts. So on YouTube, it's called shorts. On TikTok, it's called a TikTok. On Facebook and Instagram, they're called reels. It's 60 seconds or less, super powerful, super fast paced, to the point, and it is somewhat of a skill, so that's why I let the AI do it. Now, I show you one of my YouTube channels that we did this on last 90 days. I just put this together day before yesterday as I was preparing for class. Do you see here that it says 241% more than the previous 90 days? How many videos were shown in feed? 419% higher, 163,000. How many likes? 3.7 thousand, 144% more than the previous. And how many subscribers? Almost 500 more subscribers in this 90-day period. These numbers are all green up, taking off. Why? Because of shorts. Now look down here and look at when the shorts hit. Do you see that spike up? And first of all, these are more longer term, long form content, but you see this little S gives you short. Now, this is when I was doing a short here or there. I heard about shorts. I'm talking about consistent shorts. You get 20, 25, or 30 of them from the AI, and you just set them up. Boom, boom, boom. That reads consistency to YouTube because one comes out every day, Monday through Friday, Monday 8 p.m., Tuesday 8 p.m., Wednesday 8 p.m., Thursday 8 p.m., Friday 8 p.m. But you're nowhere around because the AI did this for you and you just sat down once a month or once a week and did this. Now, look at this spike up in the data where you have shorts. Look at this short, huge spike up. So the consistency in the shorts is what's going to really blow up. Now, here is another chart from your YouTube channel. These are all YouTube analytics that show the difference between returning viewers, that's people that already know you, and new viewers. Look at the discovery difference. Here, all of these purple ones are people that already know about me. The blue line are people that don't know about me. Look at the difference. Returning viewers, 167, but look at the discovery. This is 5,886 new people that never heard of me. Do you see how this will, and this is what it looks like when we implement this strategy that I'm teaching you. This is what we were doing before all along. Last year, we never really did, we did regular stuff on YouTube like everybody else. Here is when I started to, in earnest, just take that time once a week, once every 2 weeks, and let the AI create these videos for me. And we schedule them out so that it looks like we're consistent every single day on YouTube. YouTube loves consistency. And look at the spikes up. Look at the results. Hundreds of new subscribers, thousands of new viewers, people who would not have normally seen you. So that's the data. Now, how are you going to keep track of your short form content? Like, how are you going to keep track of all this? You can keep track of it if you like in an app called Notion. We use Notion. And this is what my Notion looks like. You don't have to keep track of it in Notion. You could keep track of it, let's say, in a spreadsheet. But I like to keep track of it right here on my short form. We just have little tables that we keep track of. What was uploaded, because you have so many videos, what was uploaded into where. So this one is TikTok, and these are the dates. YouTube, and those are the dates. YouTube, and those are the dates. And you see it's one after the other. It's the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. And then usually it'll be over a weekend or something like that, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th. Make them consecutive. Keep hitting YouTube, the 18th, the 19th, the 19th, the 20th, 21st, 27th. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. The consistency is what's going to make it blow out of the water, okay? Now, we're coming down to the home stretch. Here's the formula, which we've said it a few times, yet I want to say it again. You're going to create some kind of long form content. Go live. Storytelling. Anything that's in your genre, your niche, let's say. Then you're going to take that link and you're going to feed it into the AI, just like you saw me do with Opus Clips. You can get an account with them. You can get a pro account, or you can just pay a couple of dollars, like I think $9 a month or something like that. And they'll give you like a couple of hours of crunch time. You're going to use the AI to convert to shorts. Make everything shorts. So when you are on the Opus Clips page, don't tell it to make you a 3-minute video. Don't go over 60 seconds. Focus on shorts. 15 to 16 seconds. Do not exceed 60 seconds. If you exceed 60 seconds, I can show you 2 videos on YouTube where I said the exact same thing. One got 100 and some odd views, one got thousands of views. I said the same thing. One looks like a regular video upload and one looks like a short. YouTube is prioritizing shorts. Now, so that's the formula. You're going to go viral. You're going to get all these thousands of people, and going viral is different for every person. If you normally get 100 views on your video on YouTube and you get 5,000, you just went viral. You don't have to go to 1 million. 5,000 is viral for you. Viral is relative. You're going to get all these new eyeballs, and you're going to convert the eyeballs into customers, clients, and you're going to make money. Now, here is the 5-step formula. Very simple. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did this. This is where you pull the whole thing together. You are going to create a tantalizing and valuable free offer for your avatar. Okay? Now, you don't have to create it yourself. You can use the AI to create it. So now I'm going to show you another AI tool that I love to use. Does anyone use ChatGPT?
I do.
Excellent. So we know that with ChatGPT, you can ask it pretty much anything, and it will spit it out. And so if you have never used ChatGPT, you can see all the things that I use ChatGPT. I use it to write books and all that kind of stuff. Here, what you can do is you can have, let me move this up. You can ask ChatGPT anything. And I'm going to give you an example. Create a valuable ebook in the voice of Maya Angelou, uplifting women who are exhausted from work and who want to tap into their spiritual nature and who are ready to live their soul's purpose. Now, why am I writing this so specific like this? Because we call this prompt engineering. The better the question, the better the answer. Boom, I give that to the G and it's writing it. It's writing an ebook for me with chapters. Now, I can go over to Canva and I can make this cute. And I'm gonna just make it my own. I love how I said, dear phenomenal woman, just like Maya Angelou. And then I'm gonna make some word changes in here or whatever. Just copy and paste this, put it into Canva and make it into a cute ebook. Put some pictures in between of women and things like that, and put some tips in there. Let me ask it this. Please give 10 tips to access your spirituality to include in this ebook. Certainly. Number 1, number 2, number 3. The AI is doing it. You don't have to do it. Do you see that the AI just gave you an ebook? Now I'm going to ask it, give me 10 marketing 10 names for this ebook that are highly attractive to this kind of woman. Do you see you gave me 10 titles? And then you have your ebook. Make it cute in Canva if you want to. That's just an example. Who's seeing this and thinking you could do that? You could do that, right? You could do that. Okay. Now let's end it off with this. I'm going to give you a formula. And then the formula, you're going to activate this. This is what you're going to take action on. The formula that I'm about to give you right now. So the formula is that you are going to create something like that, something very tantalizing and valuable, free offer for your avatar. I have another example. It's a complimentary essential oils class on my website that people, they seem to love it because people want to get it. And so it's tantalizing to my avatar. You want a simple web address like ValerieLove.com, ValerieLove.com/classes. Mine is ValerieLove.com/gifts to put on the short because you cannot link from shorts. There's no clickable links on YouTube on your shorts. So you can't click to something. Like you can put a link in your Facebook. You can't put that in shorts. So it needs to be in text on the screen as people are watching it. And that's why it needs to be a simple web address that they can just go, oh, ValerieLove.com/gifts and get the free thing. So if you have a website, joeschmo.com, and have it right there on the front page, or just get a simple web address that you can put there. Now, if you don't have that, you can use what's called a related video, because when you upload the short, it asks you, is there a related video to this short that's a more longer form video? And there you can put the related video, and that could be a longer explanation of what you do and what you're talking about and what you offer to people. So in the short, you could have like a little caption that says, hey, click on the related video for a free blah, blah, blah. They click on the related video, and that's where you're telling them about the free blah, blah, blah. Now, when they go to the web address, it needs to capture their info, name, email, phone number. I'm going to show you an example of this in a moment. Then once you deliver the free thing to them, you must give them a reason and an opportunity to book a call with you. And when you book the call, you will have the conversation about, are they coming to your retreat? Are they buying your coaching? Are they whatever you offer that solves their problem? And then the fifth step is, if they do not book a call with you, or even if they book a call with you and didn't buy, you drip on them with value until they become customers or say, thanks, but no thanks, I don't want to hear from you anymore. It is very unlikely that they will say, thanks, but no thanks, I don't want to hear from you anymore, if you keep dripping on them with value. So I'm going to give you an example. The example here that I'll show is if you go to ValerieLove.com/gifts, just ValerieLove.com/gifts. Right here is a simple thing that my audience loves. People opt in for this all the time. It's an essential oils masterclass. And people know in my audience that I'm cultivating, they know I charge for masterclasses. So if they can get a masterclass, they know it's going to be packed with a ton of information, and you're going to need to watch it over and over again to really digest all of it. They know that this is going to be full of value. So they fill in their name, email, and phone number, hit submit, and then they are taken to the page where they can watch this masterclass, and underneath, find out how you can get $100 worth of essential oils for free. That's valuable because who doesn't want essential oils for free? So that's what I mean by give them a reason and an opportunity. Here's the link to my calendar is the opportunity. The reason is you're going to get this thing, right? To book a call with you. And then if they don't book a call, keep dripping on them until they do book a call, become a customer or don't. Now, we've gotten into the AI tools. You know that it is ChatGPT. It can give you video ideas. It can make ebooks for you. It can make Instagram posts for you. It can make books for you. ChatGPT can make anything for you. Just remember your prompt engineering. Ask it very specific questions that are unusual that no one would be asking about your avatar and how to speak to your avatar and what you would create for your avatar. You're going to use Opus Clips for creating these viral shorts, these viral short videos. Now, we always say in our master classes that you want to take MiFi, massive, intentional, focused, inspired action. Massive, intentional, focused, inspired action. In our community, we call it MiFi because we know that if you get into action right away while it's fresh, you will get the win. If you wait, things get a little, groggier as you go on. Lastly, if you want ongoing support, if you say, okay, KAISI, this was a lot, I want to book a session with you. A session is $297. It's 60 minutes. It is held via Zoom, private. I do private coaching and private consulting all the time. It's private, and we record this session and give you access only so that you can have it for your future reference. Or if you know you need a series of sessions to really get things the way you want, you can save a little bit of money if you do 4 sessions. Ongoing support. I will tell you that all the students that are in all of our classes, the ones that do really well are the ones that have some kind of accountability and some kind of ongoing support, because we know when we invest in ourselves, we get the win. Q&A. Talk to me. That was a lot. And I congratulate y'all for getting all the way through this class because that was a lot. So talk to us. Q&A. Ideas. What do you want to apply this to? Yeah.
Reverend Valerie, I do have one question. Well, I've got like 50 questions.
Oh yeah, come on, because that'll help everybody. And it'll help the students who registered but couldn't be here live because we're going to show you how you access it afterwards. You're going to get an email. So yes, this is good for everybody watching this.
Awesome. So for uploading the video on the Opus, would they have had to be on YouTube, or is there a platform to do it from Facebook, or do I need to put the Facebook on YouTube first?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's go over, because I always use it for YouTube. So I'm not completely sure of that question, yet we can get the answer.
Okay.
So let's go to Opus Clips right now. And let's go to, now this is saved for you, so you don't have to worry about if you navigate away from this page, because they also sent me an email with a link to this page. So I can come to this page at any time and see these videos. But now let me go to Opus Clips and let me see. Let me try doing a video from, and then it has all your projects down here too. Let me try and see a Facebook. I'm going to go and get a link from my Facebook and let me see if it'll work. From one of my Facebook Lives. I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to see if I can feed it into Opus Clips. See if it'll take it. Oh, maybe. It didn't say no. Yeah, it looks like you could do it. And if you notice, and then you click which different, version you want, and then how long do you prefer it? Don't click auto. Click less than 30 seconds or 30 to 60 seconds. I usually do 30 to 60 seconds right here. This is the one I always pick. It's gotta be less than 60 seconds. I cannot stress that enough to get the virality on YouTube. So it looks like you can do Facebook. So that's good. Okay. What's the next question?
So I'm a little blown away because I do use GPT, and I often use it for my job when I'm creating different things for the office. I had not considered, well, I did consider an ebook, but I wasn't aware of the kind of formulation of the words, because when I put in what I thought would be a perfect way, Chat GPT, so my niche is military sexual trauma. I'm building an empire around healing it. And so I put down kind of how I was offended while serving in the military, and Chat GPT sends me a message saying, "We're very sorry that this has happened." And I'm just like, "You're missing it." So I kind of read it again. So I'm wondering, is there a platform to kind of learn the best ways to, because I tried to write down the way that you had formulated the question, but I don't, again, I can do it for my job, but when I'm doing something that's organic,
Yeah.
I wasn't having the proper verbiage. So is there a way to kind of know what words to put that would create an ebook per se without an apology?
Without counseling. You're not asking ChatGPT to be your counselor.
And they were really apologetic to me. I said, okay, we're
Yes.
good, AI.
It does have a human element, which I like how our AI is developing. It is developing a human element, which is beautiful. So what I do is I get super specific as to exactly what I want it to give me. So for instance, I'll say something like, I am leading a retreat in Bali for this kind of woman, for a woman in her 40s and 50s who, I'm still going on, they call this prompt engineering, because the answer from AI is only as good as the prompt.
Right.
So you must make the prompt somewhat sophisticated.
Got it.
Give all the detail of what you're looking for. Okay, women who are professional, I could say professional college professors who are tenured in an Ivy League university. I could even go that granular. Who have children and have helped parents, perhaps they're in the sandwich generation.
Yeah.
And now they are exhausted of taking care of everyone else and have decided to now focus on themselves and their own spiritual growth.
Got it.
And then it's going to configure all of that. Like I don't even have it in my own brain what it's going to do. But what I love about the AI is that it is literally tapping all known human, like you're tapping every brain that ever lived on the planet up until like 2021, I think it goes. The free version goes up to, I think, 2021 or something like that. And then there's a paid version that lets you do just some more spectacular stuff. But the free version is mind-blowing enough. And then it will just spit out a whole curriculum.
Got it.
I would ask him, give me a curriculum of healing spiritually from trauma or sexual trauma a person may have experienced in the military and how to help them evolve as a person and get unstuck from pain.
Val, now tell me what you want me to do. You want me to just open the door and go running down the street?
Don't you love it? Don't you love it?
This is my line sister.
Yes, yes, we're sisters. We go way back. So you,
Wow.
Is
That's
that,
what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
is that mind blowing? And this is all
Yeah.
recorded, so you can just play this whole thing and even add, you can add so much to it. So you can say, give me a children's book for little kids in the hood who don't like eating peanut butter and jelly. Make it rhyme with all the things you can make sandwiches from other than peanut butter and jelly, and make it for finicky eaters between the ages of 3 and 7. That thing will spit out a whole book for you.
Absolutely unbelievable. I'm just I'm deep Val. Deep.
I mean, when I find things like this, I can't not shout it from the rooftops like, people, do we know what we have at our fingertips? The Jetsons is here.
Yeah,
You don't even have to think anymore. They're trying to ban it in some schools because they say, why would you need school if you have ChatGPT? And I'm going to add this other piece and then we continue with your questions. The new version of ChatGPT, that's the paid version, it will make characters for you for a book. Create a character for me that looks like a dog, that's going to be in a children's book, that's going to help children not be afraid of dogs, make him have brown fur, let him have a non-fearsome looking face, and give him a name and give me a personality for him. Somebody showed me this the other day. It spit out a whole character and it writes books for you too.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a minute, Valerie. I could write a children's book with balloon animals as pictures in it. Are you kidding me?
And guess what? It's even better than that. You won't believe it. Even better, Steve. Do you know that when you get this next version that's paid, you can tell it, make an illustration for me, and that it will spit out the illustrations.
Wow.
It will also illustrate the book.
Wow.
It will give you the pictures. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you what I'm talking about because
That
someone
is
did it.
crazy.
I was blown away. Someone did it and they showed it to me, and I could not believe that what they had done with the artificial intelligence, with the AI. This AI has, I guess the bottom line of what I would share with you is it has no bounds.
Someone asked a question about copyright issue. That's a good question. Is there what happens with that? But
Because if you are creating these prompts yourself,
I'm sure I probably told
okay,
you
look
that
at
I want
this.
to start
Someone
creating
wanted
children's
to make,
books. So they have where you can create characters in dolls.
wait a minute, let me show you
Then they
something.
created this.
She wanted to, okay,
You can
here
do
are the
different emotions,
dolls.
different poses, different animations. But then when I said thinking, they gave him human hands. I'm like, it's a dog. You gave him human hands.
Okay, well, let's
then I'm
give him paws.
And then they put a paw in the picture. So there are some glitches, but finally they did give him
This is the
dog
character.
paws for his thinking
It
face.
made it hard.
Create the
There's him running.
One thing that I did,
And they gave him a name and everything. He has a whole backstory. His is his mom and his dad, and his dad left, and his mom was there, and his mom and him were roaming the streets until he found a little friend. The thing is mind-boggling. Now, this one, she wanted to create a coloring book of Black mermaids. And look what it did. Black mermaid coloring book. And then if you say, well, I don't want the mermaids to look quite so sultry, give me some different kind of mermaids. It will do whatever you ask. So that's where we are with the artificial intelligence. So let it work for you. Okay, Lynn, your next question, Rev, your next question. You good?
Yeah,
You know what
absolutely.
to do. Everybody knows what to do. Okay, excellent. Y'all are going to get an email that has where you can access this training. And it's going to be on a password protected page. And it's going to have this recording. And then underneath it, it's going to have a link to the book Primal Branding. And then under that, it's also kind of a link if you want to book a session, 1 session or 4 sessions or whatever you want. If you feel like I need to get deeper into this and I need some guidance, right? Not figured out on my own. That's good too. Okay. I love y'all. I'm so glad we had this time together. Yes, you can unmute and say bye. Unmute. It's so good seeing y'all. So good. Bye, Dr. Mimi.
Valerie, this is
Bye.
great.
Bye,
Thank you.
Outstanding,
Y'all
Val.
Always a pleasure.
You're still one of the best.
Oh,
Thank you,
good. I'm
Val.
so glad. I'm so glad. We're
You know
gonna
you
use
got it.
this, right? Okay. Peace and
Good
love.
and grateful. Peace and blessings.